Hello beauties! So today I'm going to be doing this eye look for you, which is a neutral everyday type of look that I would just wear to work or, running errands or whatever. So I'm going to be using all Younique products. So I have the Moonstruck Addiction 2 eyeshadow palette, which is really beautiful. It's very neutral. There are 4 shimmer shades and 3 matte shades. I love when there's some matte shades in there. There are some palettes where it's mostly shimmer and it's not quite as versatile. And I will be using the Moonstruck Precision Eye Pencil in the color Perfect, which is black. And then, of course, the Moonstruck 3D Fiber Lashes. And this eye, so it is, I don't know, sometime in the evening I would go to venture. I think it's like 6:20. And I have not touched this makeup. I haven't like freshened up the eyeshadow or the mascara or the eyeliner. So I've not done anything, and it was a, full day of fun. Yeah, so I haven't touched up anything. So it lasted, it's beautiful, it didn't crease. It just looks really great, and it didn't require any touch-ups, which is wonderful. Okay, so this is a look that I would do every day, so I'm not going to use any brushes. I'm going to use my fingers, so if you prefer to use brushes, absolutely do that. But I'm going to do it this way today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix the first 2 colors together, and I'm going to put that on my lid, just on the bottom part of my lid, like from my crease down. I'm going to mix Hopeless and Romantic. Of course, they would go together. So I'm going to do Hopeless first. These are both lighter shimmer shades. So I'm going to do maybe like 2 good swipes of Hopeless. And if you're going to use any extra, or if you're going to go, a little farther with it, do the shimmer shade a little bit more on the inside. Don't take the shimmer shade far to the outside. It just helps to open up your eyes. So now I'm going to do 2 nice swipes of Romantic. And again, I'm not taking this up high, just to my crease. Okay, and when I've sort of achieved the look that I'm going for, I will leave that go. Okay, so now I'm going to switch to a matte shade to put into the crease, so to sort of blend it out. And in my case, with my hooded eyes, typically if I'm looking at you, whatever is on the bottom part of my lid, like, you won't see. You'll never know. So I have to put a little bit of eyeshadow above that so that you see it, not just when I'm blinking. So I'm going to use, and this is the best place to use, matte shadows. That's why they're so important. They should be your blending and transition shades that you use in your crease and above, unless you're going for a more dramatic look, or if that's what you prefer, do what works for you. So I'm going to use the shade Honorable, which is like a warm, sort of light brown taupey type color, and I'm going to be putting that above where I was putting the other shadow. And for this one, I'm going to be concentrating a little bit more on the outside corner of my eye, whereas with the shimmer, I put more on the inside corner of my eye. So this is just to sort of make your eyes look a little bit bigger. So again, taking Honorable, and, use it in short, like small amounts, because it's easy to keep adding more. It's really hard if you put too much to try to get rid of it. So just take your time, keep an eye, keep blending, and keep blending it up so it's not like a sharp line, since we're not going for, that type of look. And I'm concentrating it more on the outside. Okay, so I'm pretty good with that. So now what I'm going to do is take Honorable, just sort of on the tip of my finger, and I'm going to use that on my lower lash line. And I'm going all the way across, but I'm going to focus more of it on the outside. So I'm doing the whole way, but putting more of the pigment and going over the outside a little bit more. Just to give the lower lash line some definition. Okay, and then the last color that I'm going to use is the dark brown matte color called Cocky. And again, just taking a little bit of this because I don't want to put too much, and then it's much more difficult to get off. And this I'm going to put in the very outer corner. Okay, so I can go down a little bit onto the lid if I want and go up into the crease, but I'm not going to go in far with this one. This is just for the outer corner. And again, just do little amounts until you get the color that you're happy with. And hopefully both of your eyes have a similar look, because it doesn't always work like that. Okay, so just sort of darken it up until you're good with it. And then I'm going to take a little bit of that again and just do the outer corner of my lower lash line. And maybe blend it up into the middle, but most of it should be on the outer corner, so you can sort of blend the top and bottom shadow a little bit there. Okay, and then I'm good with that. So I'm going to move straight on to the Perfect eyeliner. So what I'm going to do with this is, you can see I have a pretty thin line. I'm really going to make it a thin line across. If I'm going to go thicker anywhere, it's going to be on the outer corner. I'm not going to do much of a wing, just personal preference. And this is really just to thicken up the lash line and just give the upper lash line a bit more definition. So I'm just using short strokes, not pushing hard at all. This pencil's really great, and it doesn't, you know, you don't have to really like push it on to get any payoff from the color. And just, you know, stop and take a peek to make sure you're all even, and then just sort of fill in wherever you need to. And so I'm trying to go thinner on the inner corner and then thickening up a little bit towards the outer corner. And if you want to do not really like a wing, but any type of like, sort of like a wedge shape at the corner, just because you're going thickest on there, you can absolutely do that. It looks good and sort of natural, and gives that slightly cat-eyed type of look. Okay, and then I'm done with that, and then I'm going to move on to the mascara. So I am only using the transplanting gel on my lower lashes. My lower lashes are really kind of puny and small, and for a day look, I don't really put much mascara on them. It just doesn't look very good on my eye shape. My face just doesn't really work. But of course, do whatever works for you. The transplanting gel and, you know, this whole deal works on top or bottom lashes, whichever you prefer. So I'm going to close up for this. Oh yeah, very exciting. Okay. Okay, so we are going to start off with our transplanting gel, which is just like a normal black mascara. Coat this on root to tip as you normally would. Just sort of defining the lashes. All right, and then going in with the fibers, and just do the fibers from about halfway to the tip, and you can already see adding them on is giving me substantial length and thickness. And again, I'm not doing a ton of coats of that, just because it can get a little thick looking, and I just want to, I'd rather take my time and do one coat at a time, and then sort of stop when I'm satisfied with the length and thickness of the lashes. So I have been doing 2 coats of the fiber. So after this, and this is only for day for me. Okay, so then I'm doing the second set of the fibers. So again, only like halfway through to the tip. Okay, so I don't want to put too many on. And another cool thing on the mascara, it has, like, you can see through here, so you can see as you start to get low on the fibers. But the fiber mascara should last you, using it every day. It should make it for 3 months, which is pretty awesome considering the price and the results that you get. And compared to like actually using false lashes and all the difficulty that entails, it's pretty kick-ass to get these results. All right, so I am finished with that, and then I'm just going to put, I'm not very good at the bottom lashes because I only have like 3, but I'm going to try to be gentle and just get a little bit of definition, just like with the lighter shadow on the bottom, just to give, you know, a little bit of definition down there. So this is the finished look. So pretty awesome that this lasted the whole day. Like, I didn't have to freshen up the eyeliner or the mascara, and it looks, I mean, you know, it looks the same. It's pretty amazing. So yeah, check out in the description box. I will put a link to my Instagram and to the webpage for the Younique makeup. So I hope you enjoyed this, and leave any comments or questions that you have in the comments box below. And if you have any requests for a type of video that you'd like to see. Thank you so much.